Good morning, everyone. This is day 2 for our challenge on International Crafters, and good morning, International Crafters. Now, if you are not part of the group of International Crafters, come on and check us out on Facebook. Look up International Crafters, and we're there. Put in your request, and we will accept you right away. We're having lots of fun. The group is growing day by day, and yeah, there's challenges every day. There's swaps every week. There is so much to do, and very inspiring people that inspire us as well too. And we all inspire each other. That's the beautiful thing. Like, I'll just finish doing something for a challenge, and somebody will put something up that just amazes me and says, "Wow! Like, the next time I'm going to do it like that." So it's a page of inspiration. That's what it is. International Crafters, come and check us out. So before starting my booklet, decorating my booklet, I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. So this is what I've made in the last couple of days. I saw a video of Kim Reed. Hi, Kim. And she did this beautiful journal cover with using the glycerin effect to make something look like leather. Now, I didn't do, she used a stamped image. I did it on, directly on things that I had. And I'm experimenting because I still haven't gotten it right. And this was not the right paper to use, yet it came out to a beautiful effect. So I made this little booklet. And you know what, you guys, I'm thinking that these little booklets are going to be adorable to gift to my older sons, the 3 older ones. And, they can use them. They put them in their cars and just have them there just in case they need something. So it's going to be a cute little gift towards them too as well. So this one didn't come out that bad, but it's not the right paper. I did not use the right paper. Inside I covered it up with fabric, and thank goodness the fabric's there because it is actually holding it together, even though it seems durable. I think, see here, the things are already going a bit. So we'll hurry along. These are the other 2 I made, which is still not the right paper. This paper was gifted to me. Last year I was doing a Christmas show, and there was this girl beside me that wanted some of my little bags, and I said, sure, we'll trade because I had bigger ones. And then at the end she gave me this paper that apparently was given to her by an old man that used to own a store, and said that this paper was about 60 years old. So I thought this will probably be perfect to do these little booklets. And I still think they're going to be perfect. I have to double them up. I'm going to put Bondo web between each sheet and double them up to make 2 sheets, and continue to do this thing to make things look like leather. Now this came out a bit better, but this is almost at the finished stage that it's already been, varnished and everything, but it's still thin. I don't know. For me, it's still thin, so I do want to double up the paper. And this one still has to be, dried and varnished and everything. They both stink. In fact, I had them by the window last night, so that way the room doesn't stink up. And then another thing I wanted to show Victor. Victor, this is for you. I did this I think about 5 years ago. And this is done with newspaper, as you can see, all rolled up. I did it over a bowl. I had so much fun doing it. And this is it. My kids keep in their bedroom. And they put, their keys and things like that in there. And the reason why it's pink is because their sports newspaper on Sundays are pink, or on Mondays, because it comes out on Mondays, are pink. Yeah. In fact, I have one saved that's light blue for when there was the World Cup, and it was really cute, and they didn't care for it anymore because Italy lost. And so yeah, that's what I've made. Victor, I have worked with newspaper. This is done with newspaper, not with magazines. And I really enjoyed doing it, but I will try what you have done. They're beautiful embellishments. Okay, so on to our journal. My first one came out pretty light in colors and things like that, and this is the one that I made yesterday. So we're going to be decorating another one. Just a simple, very simple on the outside. Added the dangles right there. And by the way, you guys, at the end I ended up covering up that page. See, it's right there, because you could see this little spot here, so I ended up covering it. I just stuck a piece of paper underneath the strings. And these are the pages that I inked all the edges and everything. This, like I said, this is going to be a gift, so I already know who it's going to. And yeah, little music note and things like that. Okay. So this one we're going to do, I want to work with silks today with you guys, so that way you can see as well, you know, what silks can do. See if I can get you just a touch closer. I have the thing that's holding the camera right in front of the, okay, stop right there. So I'm going to start adding a little bit of texture first. Now this, what you see here, this little bit of texture here was done because I had extra white paint and one of these, so I just dabbed it on. Not much, you guys, because I don't want much on here of texture. You'll see why now. Just here and there. Okay. And these are the colors I want to use. I'll put them upside down for now, so that way you can see them. Right there. Aren't they luscious, beautiful colors? Just gorgeous. Look at that. So these two, they seem similar, but one is a coral pink and the other one is watermelon mist. So I'm just going to open them up all now. Don't need that. Get rid of this. It's really early morning here. I did a video yesterday on this to be exact, and I don't know what happened. It wasn't loading. It wasn't doing, I just gave up on it, and at the end I ended up accidentally just, you know, losing it. Yeah. So I thought, I got up early this morning to do a video for you guys, and it's pretty silent around the house because everybody's still sleeping. Okay, I'll show you what I am going to add. Is this tissue paper that I stamped with these beautiful stamps. So I'm going to get my paintbrush, and I just had a cloth here. Yeah, here it is. I'll get the smaller one. Just an old t-shirt that was ripped, and I rip it up. So the silks you can use in so many different ways. You can, I'll show you really quick. Put it down. Then water it down. And use it like that. It depends on what kind of colors you want to achieve. Not what kind of colors, I'm sorry, because the color is that. What kind of, you know, if you want it thick, if you want it, you know, more watered down. Now, mind you, even the silks, when they are thick, we'll go back to that green. When they are thick, I'll show you now, they're transparent just the same. They're very highly pigmented, which is beautiful. And sorry I'm sniffling, you guys. It's morning, you know, morning. Normal morning. I'm just, you know, playing around here. Any which way it goes. And as you can see, I want to achieve, you know, a nice, bright little album here. and I'm just, you know, playing around with the colors. And I'll show you what happens. There you go. I just overlapped it, and like it, they're so beautiful. They do not become muddy. They do not, was I out of screen there? Yeah, of course I was. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna put, you know, swish through there. And, you know, I'm just playing around here. I'm just, you know, like a kid, you could say. Just playing around like a kid. I'm just gonna gather this up here before I, oh, this one, you guys, by the way, this one was not done with a box, but it was done with just plain chipboard. See? And I have the netting here, so it's gonna be a little time in this little spot here just to get it into the grooves, but I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want that perfect, you know, I want that messy kind of look. Even do a circle. Yeah, so this journal, we'll go back to that leather technique. That's done with glycerin. Beautiful. You check it out, Kim Reed. It's just the last video she put up, I think. And just, it's stunning. It's just beautiful. And I really like, I've seen this technique done before. I can't remember where, but it interested me. And you can use, you know, the ink reviser to do this. Or, you know, lots of people now have glycerin in their homes. And can do it from that too. I did it with glycerin, by the way. I didn't do it with the I don't have the ink reviser. See the way it came out, you guys? It's just, you know, plain whatever. It's just, it started bubbling up because I added water to it, but if it was just the silks, it would not have done this. Okay, but that, when it dries, of course, it's going to, now I'm just going to not close up the paints yet, just set them aside, get my heat tool, and start heating up here. I really wanted to do this with the silks to show the vibrancy of the colors. And they probably are my favorite paints, and now you guys can't see it, but there is like a shimmer to these paints. They're just beautiful. Just a plain, simple, you know, cover. Nothing elaborate. There is some texture. I will be adding now with tissue paper and stamping it more, obviously, but then again, you can see everything underneath the silks. And I'm telling you, the brush maybe had been wet, but even if it wasn't, like, you would get this effect, the see-through effect with the silks. Okay, they dry almost immediately too. Yeah, you know, I shouldn't have used water because it wouldn't have bubbled up by now. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, that over there. And my other brush here. Okay. So I really want this piece here. I'm going to, this is why I am leaving the silks out as well too. If I want to add some color around it, if it doesn't, you know, be transparent as much as I would like it to be, I am going to put you right down here in the corner. Now I'm gonna let it go underneath. I still have to do the inside, so it really doesn't matter what I do have there right now. Okay, this is what I mean about where the tissue paper was. If I don't like that when it dries, I can, you know, smudge it a little bit with the silks. Now, naturally, you can, you know, you can probably just go over this with the stamp. But I kind of wanted a little bit of texture in here. And like I said, wait to see what it looks like when it's dry, and then I'll judge from there what I want to do. I have nothing planned. I just knew what colors I wanted to use. And I knew I wanted to use this stamp. So hopefully it'll come out good at the end. Oh dear. I'm naturally not going to show you the inside because it's not, here it is. I was looking for the other page. It's not, I showed it to you yesterday, so, you know, you guys can check that out, the video, if you haven't seen it. And it shows you how to do the inside as well, too. How to hide the binding. There we go. Construction workers that have already started. I can hear them. They've been really, really noisy right now. And this is not, I'm not talking about my son's house. Right now there's nobody in there. Actually, today the plumber is supposed to come and the electrician. But beside us, there's going to be, I think, 6 houses built. So, yeah. There's going to be another 6 houses around, and you know, it's not going to be, I don't think it, I think still at least another year is going to go by before anybody comes and moves here. But you know, hey, it's not attached to me. It's close to me. That's all. It's just close to us. So we're going to be having new neighbors. Yeah, I'm not used to it, but that's okay, because I live in a plantation. Like, the closest house is, you know, about 200 meters. For you guys, that's probably normal. Look at that. Look at that. The tissue paper, it's like it just completely disappeared. You guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure about this because I wasn't sure where I got this tissue paper. And sometimes my tissue paper has, you know, turned out that it doesn't, it's probably not even tissue paper. I don't know. This I found in some kind of packaging. And that's where I usually do get my tissue paper, is from, you know, shoe boxes and things like that. Okay, so this is what we're up to here, up until now. I just want to see what time it is, you guys. Looking at the... I'm going to have to start waking up the boys soon. Yeah, it's almost time to wake them up. So there you go. Now, what I did want to do here is put on this beautiful... I have it right here. This is a... you would say modeling paste, a clear modeling paste with some glitter in it. And it's from a company that I buy from here. It's an Italian company, Stamperia. And it's really nice. It dries transparent, but it'll give you that glitter. So I'm just going to use a normal thing of Punchinella. Actually, you know what I did want to do? I wanted to see what... Yeah, you know what? I like that. It's a doily that has been colored. But I did want to use it here, so I'm just going to paste it really fast. And I just want to use little pieces. Yeah, just a little piece here and there, not too much, because the doilies are the stamps here are pretty much enough. But I did want to add something else to this page. I know, you guys, it's not coming out the best. Come on. It's as well, you know, the timing of the videos. I try not to make them too long because they take forever. Not because I don't want to do them, I do want to do them. They take forever to load. And that's it. It's just because they take forever to load. Or else I would sit here and do a 2-hour video if, you know, it was possible to do. So I'm going to put this one over here. I don't know what I used this for. I might have used it just to do it as a mask, you know, spray. And one up here. See? Now we're gonna add a little bit of texture once we put this on, and you know, that's gonna be it. I did a little mistake here. It came out a bit shorter, but yeah, when it's close, you don't even see it. You don't even notice it. We want to add just a touch of color around this big one here. And then I have been wanting to try mixing this modeling paste with silks, which I will do for another time, not now, but yeah, I do want to try doing that. I know you can do it, I just don't know if you can do it with this product here. And unfortunately, when I do it now, you're not going to be able to see much of it because, like I said, it's very transparent. It's going to dry transparent. Looking at the time here. Yeah, I do end up liking the way that came out, the doilies here in the middle. And I was looking here that I did little 2 inchies last night with silks because I did want to try out the colors. This one here, the first one is done with gelatos, and this one's done with silks. Oops. And naturally I have, you know, one of the two that will go into the thing. And this is how I can show you how transparent it is as well too, being done on a dictionary page. So yeah, I already have one of them to go in. And there is something I did mention with this one here, that I ended up then using different colors of pages in here, you know, because your inchies are not all the same, so you do want a different background to them, for them. So yeah, and these ones, all three of them here that were done in the first pages, is because I like them against this color of paper, you know. But there's gray, which gray goes with everything, the purple and the black. So yeah, you can do that too. Instead of putting white pages, which is fine as well too. White pages are perfectly fine. You know, you can also use colored pages as well. Okay, so now, like I said, just with a normal punchinella, we're going to do a bit of texture. Sorry, you guys, you're not going to be able to see it all that good with the camera. See if you could get that. I don't know if you could see the sparkle in it. And you know, you can pretty much put it anywhere because it's transparent. You don't have to worry about, you know, you don't have to worry about covering up an image. You know what? I'm not crazy about that. I'm just going to rub it around. There. I had put it here and I'm just scraping it off, you guys, because I'm always going off camera. I always tend to push it close to me because that's what I'm used to. Bad eyesight, so you got. I always tend to bring things closer to me as possible. And I'll just do a little bit here on the binding. Look at the colors. That's the problem with silks, you guys. The colors do run. I will put a fixative on after this dries. I'm not going to worry about, you know, this right now. Okay, and just a touch in this little corner here. Look at the way they run. See that? The palette, the way it turned pink. Whoops. The inside will probably be pretty much like the outside. Just going to rub that off. I'm not going to put it back in the container because it went pink. Even in here, it's a little bit pink too. Okay, so, and anyways, you guys, talking about this Italian company, I went on their internet site, and there are some beautiful stencils that I do not find in that store. And I messaged him asking him if I, you know, tell you what stencils I want, because you can't order from the thing online. They don't sell to us. They only sell to, you know, other stores. And in fact, they give you a list of stores where you can buy their products, and just beautiful stencils. And I asked him, you know, if he could, you know, get them for me. He said, sure, just give me the number, and just gorgeous stencils. Stencils that, you know, I guess as the store owners, they didn't seem to them so many mixed media stencils that are just fabulous. The only thing that I'm not crazy about is the quality of these stencils. They're very, very fine. Nancy, you know, because you have one. Naturally, if you're going to be using it on the jelly plate and it builds up with paint, that's fine because it reinforces it. And which I can as well do too. You know, use paint on it for the first couple of times and get it reinforced a bit before you go and use it on, you know, other things. So they're very, very fine. They're very fine. That's the only problem. But beautiful design. So yeah, when I'm, you know, when I want to, I will, you know, look it up and start picking out stencils that that I really like and order them. So you guys, it's drying pretty fast here. It's drying faster than what I thought it was going to dry. And after I close the video, I'll probably put a nice writing on it. You know, it'll be done. As you can see, where I put the modeling paste is not white anymore. It's going clear, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I saw yours, Minevra. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love the fact that, you know, you girls just dive right into these things. Eileen's hand, that's so cool. That is so cool. The Eileen's hand, she did a hand for swap. Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like when it's dry. Here it's not perfectly dry. Right here in the corner it is, and you can see that beautiful sparkle. And that's all for now, you guys. I'm gonna let this dry really good, and then I'm gonna put on some kind of writing, and I will show you this week. So we'll be talking to each other tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm not even sure yet. It's between two things for the next challenge. And I want everybody to have a nice day. Thank you for watching. And come on down and check us out on International Crafters on Facebook. Until tomorrow, you guys. Goodbye.